Now we're talking about your success, so that kind of shifted a little bit. Every success has its challenges, has its failures. Let's talk about. I see your face. Let's talk about that for a moment. What are some of the challenges and failures that you've had to encounter as a six-figure businesswoman, single, trying to do this thing in life? What's that one thing, or two or three? I don't know. You tell me.
I was pregnant with my last daughter at 39 years old. Her dad, who got engaged to me, said he wanted to get married. 3 weeks after she was born, he was cheating. I find out he's cheating. That was, I literally started my company in February of 2017. I had birthed my daughter in October of 2016. So I was building a brand new company from zero with a 2-month-old on my lap, a laptop. I have a picture of that day, and tears would roll down my face. And I was just learning. I was not giving up. I was crushed. It took me about 3 years to really get over that situation. So I didn't start to date till then. But that was one. At the same time, I have a daughter with a brain tumor going through chemotherapy and having brain surgeries while I was building my business. I have pictures in the ICU with my computer and all the tubes and stuff that my daughter was, she would literally come out of surgery and I would open my computer and my family would look at me like I was crazy. Wow. Like, why don't you I knew they would look at me like, why don't you take care of your kid and stop worrying about your business? But deep down, she needed me. I couldn't keep working as a nurse because I couldn't be there for her if I had a full-time job. Right? So for me, it was a lot deeper than not being there for her in the intensive care unit. It was about a year from now, 2 months, 2 years from now, she won't need me to be there because I'll be there every day. Point today, she lives with me. She's home, she's in college, and I'm her private nurse. God provided. I did the work, but he put the message here that that's where I needed to be 2 and 3 years from now. She doesn't need for anything. She's home with me. I'm home with her. If she gets sick, if she doesn't see anything, I'm here. And that was what I thought about 2 years prior. That was my why. So when they say your business has to be built on a why, that's because it causes chemistry to provide you with that energy to keep going. Now, you always have to look for a why if it doesn't remain. So now I hit that goal. I'm where I wanted to be. But what's my next why? I have 3 older sisters. One who two who have no retirement plan, and one who's retired and doing great. But I always worry about becoming older and who's going to take care of them if they don't have retirement. I feel this sense of responsibility being the youngest of 4. So my why to move my business into a multi-7-figure company is them.
You got me all emotional. What's wrong with you, Dre? I mean, what you just shared, if it was deep, because there's so many people who have allowed that as an excuse to give up on their business and on their dreams. I mean, you talking about your babies. This is, hey, that's heart. And to still continue to have the motivation, because you said the why. Your why was the baby. A lot of times we're only looking at the instant gratification, the right now. You were looking far ahead. You knew what your baby was going to need. And we have to get to that point where a lot of people are not going to understand. They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to think what kind of mother is she? She's thinking about this, but technically you were actually thinking about the future of you and your baby and being there for them. So that's just commendable. How did you overcome that? It had to take God and faith. Definitely.
Yep. And
definitely.
She just said our mortality definitely is provoking. It is. It really is. And life is scary. And I always teach my kids, specifically because I have girls, especially the older ones, I always tell them life happens regardless. We don't have control. But if you don't develop a way of coping and a way of becoming resilient, we will always make excuses.
Always.
There's
And we
always-
can't continue to wait for perfect conditions. It doesn't exist.
No.
It really doesn't. And so it's easy for us to say what could, would, should, and we have to get outside that negativity. I know with me, when I first started my business, I was thinking, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I'm not successful? What if I'm wasting my time? What if I da, 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 da. And it's the same energy that takes you to do that. I can say, what if it doesn't fail? What if it is successful? You know, I don't want to die with potential. I want to die knowing I've tried all I can to be successful. So let's shift again.
Yes.
Again, you are a magnificent mother. I mean, you wear so many hats. You're a businesswoman, 6 figures. You're the bomb. You're the bomb diggity. Now let's talk about the relationship side, the man side, the dating, the.
That's where it gets, that's where I make the excuses.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Like my strength is in the relationship. Like I can get you, but the business part, I'm a little struggling. Like you have the business down pat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about relationship, because I know that as a single parent, a businesswoman, you feel like, okay, I have everything, but what's going on with that side? Is it even a situation? Is it a thought? Is it a concern? Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.